Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final is in the rearview mirror, but the echoes of the Panthers' performance still reverberate. Is in the books, marking another chapter in this compelling series. And the Florida Panthers, with a dominant display, now lead the series, extending their advantage 2-0. The pressure mounts on Edmonton. The final score was 4-1, a decisive victory for the home team, but that barely scratches the surface of the story. There were ebbs and flows, moments of brilliance and stretches of sheer dominance. Edmonton struck first, a statement of intent. Ekholm's goal ignited hope, silenced the Florida crowd, if only for a fleeting moment, and gave the Oilers hope that they could wrestle control of the game. For a while in that first period, it looked like Edmonton's offense, fueled by desperation, was finally going to break through and establish a commanding lead. But the Panthers didn't flinch, showcasing their resilience. They absorbed the pressure, weathering the storm, then flipped the script with ruthless efficiency. Florida's relentless forecheck, a hallmark of their game, wore down the Oilers, creating turnovers and offensive opportunities, and frustration started to show on the Edmonton bench. Mikkola's unexpected goal, a shot from the point, tied it up, injecting new life into the Panthers, and the momentum shifted instantly, electrifying the arena. From there, the Panthers seized control. It was all Panthers, a relentless wave of pressure. Evan Rodriguez, stepping up in a huge way, took over in the third, becoming the hero of the hour, scoring twice with precision and determination to put the game out of reach, silencing any comeback hopes. Florida's defense, a brick wall, suffocated Edmonton, denying them any clean looks at the net, closing out the game with authority and a statement of intent. The Panthers showed, once again, why they're so dangerous. A team built for playoff hockey. They never panic, even when facing adversity, and they always find a way to win, showcasing their championship medal. Edmonton now faces a daunting task, a steep climb to get back into this series. The series is slipping away, and the Oilers need to find answers quickly. Let's dive into some quick grades, shall we? We're assessing player performance under immense pressure. Evan Rodriguez gets an A+. He delivered 2 clutch goals, showcasing his scoring prowess at critical moments. Rodriguez displayed relentless energy and was the undeniable spark behind Florida's comeback, igniting the team's offensive drive. Alexander Barkov earns a solid A. This grade is primarily for his shutdown defense on McDavid, a task few can accomplish. Barkov was instrumental in making life miserable for the Oilers superstar, limiting his impact significantly. Now let's shift our focus to the Oilers side of the ice. Connor McDavid gets a C. While he did manage to contribute with an assist, it wasn't enough. McDavid was mostly neutralized, unable to dictate the game as he usually does. He simply couldn't generate his usual magic, a shadow of his dominant self. Edmonton desperately needs more from their captain if they hope to turn the tide. They need a spark, a game changer if they want to stay alive in this series. And what about Stuart Skinner in net? He gets a C-. To be fair, he did make some crucial early saves, preventing an even greater deficit. However, he let in several goals that he absolutely needed to stop to give his team a chance. This is especially glaring when compared to Bobrovsky's stellar performance at the other end of the rink. The Panthers' stars stepped up and delivered when it counted. In stark contrast, Edmonton's big names faded into the background. This happened when it mattered most, under the intense pressure of the playoffs. And that's the key difference we're seeing play out right now. Florida's impressive depth and unwavering discipline are proving to be the winning formula. Right now, they are winning the day, showcasing a complete team effort. Edmonton needs to find some answers, and they need to find them fast before it's too late. The Panthers' defense was suffocating, a relentless wall that Edmonton struggled to penetrate. Their commitment to defensive structure was evident in every shift. 5-man units closing gaps with precision, leaving little room for the Oilers' skilled forwards to operate. They were a well-oiled machine in their own zone, blocking lanes, intercepting passes, and disrupting plays before they could even develop. Their anticipation was key to stifling Edmonton's attack, and shutting down McDavid, a task many thought impossible, but the Panthers made it look almost easy. They limited his space and forced him into tough situations. And Draisaitl. The dynamic duo was effectively neutralized, a testament to Florida's defensive game plan and execution. Edmonton's power play, once lethal and feared throughout the league, has gone ice cold, a shocking turn of events for a team that relies so heavily on special teams. 0 for 7 in the series so far, a glaring statistic that highlights their struggles and Florida's dominance. Florida's penalty kill is aggressive and disciplined, forcing turnovers and preventing quality scoring chances. They're not just clearing the puck, they're disrupting the entire power play setup. While the Oilers look out of sync, their passes are off, and their movements lack the fluidity they once possessed. And frustrated, the pressure is mounting, and it's showing on their faces and in their play. Depth scoring is another key. Florida's role players keep stepping up, providing crucial goals and energy when the stars are being shadowed, making them unpredictable, as any player on the roster seems capable of finding the back of the net, and tough to defend. Opponents can't just focus on the top line, they have to account for everyone on the ice. The Oilers stars can't do it alone, and right now they're not getting enough help. The supporting cast needs to elevate their game if Edmonton hopes to turn the tide. Momentum was everything. Edmonton dominated early, dictating the pace and creating scoring opportunities, but couldn't build on their lead. Those missed chances would come back to haunt them. Once Florida tied it, they never looked back. The momentum shifted decisively in their favor. The Panthers' ability to weather the storm, absorbing Edmonton's initial onslaught, and then take over, seizing control of the game and dictating the terms, is what separates contenders, teams that can compete, from champions. The ability to not just compete, but to dominate when it matters most. Edmonton needs to find a way and quickly to shift the momentum back. They need to rediscover their game and find a spark. Right now, Florida controls every aspect of the game. From defense to offense, goaltending to special teams, they are firing on all cylinders. The Oilers are running out of time, the clock is ticking, and they need to find answers quickly. The Panthers are 2 wins from glory. They can taste the Stanley Cup, and they're playing like a team determined to lift it. The series heads to Edmonton, and the Oilers are desperate. Down 2 games, they must win at home to keep their season alive. Their stars, McDavid and Draisaitl, have to break through Florida's defense, and the power play needs to wake up. For the Panthers, it's simple. Stick to their game plan, play heavy, and stay disciplined. Edmonton will come out flying, but if Florida weathers the early storm, they can take a stranglehold on the series. Game 3 is do or die for the Oilers. Can they respond, or will the Panthers' relentless style prove too much? The Stanley Cup is within Florida's reach. Buckle up. This battle isn't over yet.